know, good thing about all this
What, Mez? Is there good in this?
is that we can laugh about it.
Wax on, wax off.
Cigarettes.
Excellent.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello and welcome, Midlifers. We're your hosts, Fons.
And Mez.
And this is your weekly podcast where it's not self-help, but more help yourself to a smorgasbord of laughter, nostalgia, and a deep dive into the past.
Welcome, Midlifers, to this week's show. Our first segment this week is Midlifer Moment, Age Denial.
Oh.
Sorry, we're midlife. Deal with it. And do you remember these toys that we grew up with in the 80s and 90s?
So let's dive in.
Yeah. But first, let's chat. Fonz, you may notice this top that I'm wearing.
Mm-hmm.
It's Camp Dakota, which is in New Hampshire. This is an American summer camp that I worked in 2001. So I was overseas when the September 11 happened. And it just made me think, so I was 20 years old when this happened. You know, it was weird, actually, going from being able to legally drink and everything, then going to America, being under 21, so I couldn't drink.
Oh, my God, you couldn't go into bars.
No. So then we had to do the thing of paying the older camp leaders to get the alcohol for us, like we're 17 again.
Like going forwards and backwards.
Yes, yeah, it's really bizarre. But yet they can drive at 16. Anyway, it was such a great time, and me and my midlifer Cal, we went there. We think we worked there for 11 weeks. It's such a memory, and we bought this, after the camp finished, we bought this dodgy car, probably I think about $3,000. We all chipped in with some of the other internationals, and we drove around like Boston, New Hampshire, New York. We drove up to Canada. It was fantastic. And even though it wasn't like my gap year, like because I was 20, so I had started uni and then stopped because uni wasn't my thing. But it's just interesting because last night, because we're talking about going overseas, and my teenage 15-year-old, she goes, yeah, well, I would like this holiday because I'm not going to do a gap year. I'm going to go straight to uni. I'm like,
Following her
yeah,
godmother.
but yes. But it's interesting because I don't know if it's the responsible oldest child, because both my husband and myself, we're the third child. He's the fourth child, sorry. We're the youngest. And our path wasn't uni. Our path was discovering ourselves. And as I said, I did one semester of uni because I knew I wanted to do acting, but didn't do the right course, and I ended up not doing.
Was it the
uni
thing
at
to
all.
do?
It was the thing to do.
Expectation.
Yes. And my brothers didn't because they finished in year 10. At the time, finishing year 10, if you're going to do a trade, is quite common. So I've always been a big believer in taking a gap year, go see outside of this small little world that you live in. And when she's like, no, I don't need to. I'm like, but what do you want to do? She goes, I don't know yet, but now I want to continue to do my university studies. I'm like, oh, okay. And it's like the opposite of me, whereas I was the opposite of what everyone else was telling me.
Yeah.
And now I actually want to ask you then, if you could do it again, would you do the same path that you did of not taking gap year?
The thing about gap year is I would do my uni and then take a gap year after. So because then you work through uni. Yeah, but it's funny you say that because if my kids asked, I would say, yeah, okay. But I would encourage continuing on, keep going while the ball's rolling kind of thing.
And that's what she said. She goes, I don't want to, forget how to do it. I'm like, you won't forget. It would get a bit rusty, but you won't forget. But
yeah.
I think the tricky part is if you know what you want to study and then you want a career in it, I'm all for it,
Yeah, you're going to change anyway. Like you chop and change through life.
Dude, but you still did 15 plus years of teaching, didn't you?
Begrudgingly, yes. I did do it, but as I was teaching, like I would try to find, because my creative soul just wanted to be creative, and I'd try to find little spin-offs on the side of what I can do creatively as well as teaching.
Yeah, yeah.
Thinking back, it served me well because I was able to travel in between and do a few things. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
There's no right way or wrong way because you're going to chop and change anyway. But I remember being 18 and at uni, and there's mature age students, 28, 25.
Yeah.
You look at them, oh God, they're so old. How bad's that? And they were always the ones that would answer all the questions.
Oh, they were there willingly. They were enthusiastic.
They wanted to be there,
Yes.
as opposed to 18-year-olds who just followed the path and want to party and study at the same time.
Well, because I never did uni after that, but I did do TAFE courses in bookkeeping and stuff. And when I was there, I was like, I was onto it, and everyone, I think we're all sort of mature age students.
Yeah.
It was great. Yeah.
Yeah, nerds.
Yes, I know. But I wonder how many people has done like 2 years of uni, like straight after school, and just given up and then went completely different. I reckon that would be more so nowadays.
Yeah, curious. If
yeah.
that's happened to you, let us know because I would love to hear about that. So I was the oldest daughter, and you know me, I don't give up. Like if I'm going to start something, I'm going to finish it. It's like this bloody game I'm playing, Miz. Do you remember I was talking about those games?
You still on it?
Up till 1 a.m, still playing it. It's terrible, and I don't want to give up. Like sometimes, like this is crap. You know, it's like I'm going nowhere. All I'm doing is feeding my animals. But then you do one little achievement. Oh, keep going. Oh,
that's like us with our podcast sometimes. You know, like with this pod, I'm in it. You know what I mean? But you know when we get down, and sometimes both of us will be like, oh, you know, this has happened to other persons. This isn't working. Then we'll have one tiny glimmer of hope, like one comment that comes through, and like saying this really resonated or whatever. And it's like, ah, it's good.
Yeah, that's how I feel about this game.
Yeah. Midlifer Moment.
For me.
And for you.
Oh, how do you feel about being your age? Like, have you accepted it straight away or are you in a bit of denial?
I feel like starting this show has helped me accept it. Because even calling it the Midlifers, I'll tell you this, I have had some people our age I went to school with, around our age, even a little bit older, saying, oh, what's your podcast called? And saying Midlifers, like, like, you know, that we're in midlife. And you'll see the look on their face like, oh, am I? And yeah, I didn't realize I was like somewhat midlife until we did this and thought, yes.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I wouldn't have equated midlife to me.
It wouldn't have pushed it. But I had a moment yesterday. I took my son to the barber.
Yeah.
And, you know, it was one of those days of rushing around. I looked at the mirror. I go, who's that? It was me. I had to look again and go, I can't believe this is what I look like. What the hell? I thought I would have my life more together by now. And I don't. I've gone backwards. I've receded.
Benjamin Button, but like in the bad way.
There's no Benjamin Button in here. Benjamin Unbutton this. That's where I'm at. And I looked at myself, go, gee, I look a bit older. And they say 45 is one of the years where you do age a bit more and it's more noticeable.
Yeah. Yes.
And I saw it. And it's funny because a lot of people I have spoken to growing up have said, you know, if you don't look in the mirror, you feel young. But it's when you look in the mirror, it's like, oh, hello.
Yes. And often like not necessarily look in the mirror, but catch yourself in the mirror unawares. Yes.
Oh, the catching.
Yeah. And it's like,
oh, in the shop window.
Yeah. It's like, that's not what I had in my head. The reality isn't matching.
But sometimes you're on such a busy trajectory that like I know I sometimes don't think of what I'm putting on in the morning. It's like, all right, get dressed, let's go. And you see yourself like, oh my God.
Yeah.
This is how I am.
But that's why I feel like I want to do, if 50-year-old midlifers here, I feel like once you're sort of in your 50s, that life will start to slow down perhaps, and then you'll get a chance, and then we'll Benjamin Button. I feel like 50s is the new 30s. You know what I mean?
30s is new 20s. And 40s,
I can't do my maths. I'm confusing myself.
40s, statistically, it has been said 40s is where people are at their most down or lowest, because I think it's just a meeting of everything. Like you're working hard, your body's starting to age.
Yes.
Because Dolly Parton got sick recently and she had to cancel a concert. And in her speech on Instagram, she said, you know, I could fix up all my outsides, but she has the insides always tell the truth.
That's the thing. Like, you know, we've got all these things for the outside where sometimes, you know, the outside doesn't match what we have mentally.
Yeah.
That's you've got Botox and all this laser resurfacing, everything like that. Even think of the Kris Jenner, right? With a $300,000 facelift.
Good for her.
Good for her. How old is she?
70s.
She's elderly. Yes, there you go.
She doesn't look elderly.
No,
but
on
her
the
kidneys
outside,
are probably elderly.
Yes, like
her stomach, her liver,
yeah,
her bowels are elderly.
You know, like, okay, listen, if you've got any male listeners, fast forward about 2 minutes. Can I just say this? Right?
All right, ready?
Yep.
Go.
Everyone
got cleared the room.
Here's you can tell when you're in your 40s and your period, the blood colour, it's old. it doesn't look the same as it used to. It's not fresh. It looks,
God.
it looks more,
It's aged.
it's aged. It's more,
not like a fine wine.
and
Like a
I
musket.
don't know, it is like it's more muscety than Shiraz, okay? That's too much information. But that's when I've seen them go, oh, these eggs ain't fresh like they used to be. And that's, again, it's the internal thing. Okay, men, you can come back now.
It's like Mez talking about a century-year-old eggs.
The century egg.
Century egg.
So, yeah.
Oh, okay. I haven't experienced that yet, but I have experienced a change in my cycle.
Mhm.
The neck. I get these headaches now.
Yeah,
Before,
you've mentioned your headaches.
they're bad. Like one half of my body gets inflamed, and it started off in my 30s. My gum. So one side of my face would get inflamed with just my gums, and so the week leading up to my period, I would floss and I would bleed. And it was always one side. And now it's kind of grown to my head, my shoulders, and my neck.
Head, shoulders, knees and toes.
No. Head, neck, shoulders, nose, all inflamed, like sinuses, everything. And it would last about 3 days. Sometimes I'd have to like do a cocktail of Nurofen and Panadol at the same time.
Wow.
And then I swear to God, as soon as my period comes, poof, it's gone.
Yeah.
It's like as soon as the egg drops, the inflammation goes.
Yeah. So it's like your body is handling these things differently. And that's even like the simple things of, sometimes when you're getting up and you're a bit more stiff, like definitely 40s, I've found your body, it ain't what it used to be.
Grunts.
There's grunts and moans in a bad way. Not the good one.
Not the good way. Because even I noticed with my husband, he's like getting up off because he does rolls his shoulders on the floor with a roller.
Oh, that's good.
Every time he gets up, he's like, oh, I go, you're right.
Yeah. I saw this thing on social, you're getting older when you have to sort of cock up a leg to give yourself that momentum to like swing yourself up.
I love it.
You know what I mean?
It's so true.
There's also the denial of it, which I think comes a bit with ego. And I've seen this because I wear glasses. I'm as blind as a bat, right? But now if I wear contacts, it used to be fine. I could just wear contacts. But now if I wear contacts, if I'm looking at my phone, I need those reading glasses, which I got from Chemist Warehouse, right?
Multifocals, no.
They kept saying they're not multifocal yet. But yeah, if I'm wearing my contacts, I need the reading glasses. And I had them. And I said to my husband, because I noticed his phone, when he's looking at his phone, he's holding it further away.
Yeah.
I said, try on these reading glasses. And it's like, no. I go, just try them. And when he put them on, he's like, oh, I can see, right?
Oh, my God.
But will he buy himself a pair of reading glasses? No.
Does he borrow yours?
No, he doesn't. He just won't.
There's got to come a time.
I know, but that's the thing. I think is it a thing of where we won't accept that our bodies
it must
are changing?
take a while to. There must be like an acceptance period.
Yeah,
of getting there.
I think so.
I find my eyesight's improved.
That's good.
Funnily. Yeah, I don't know. My body's weird, isn't it? So weird.
Everyone's bodies are weird.
But I know, like, since turning 40, all my health things, like, I've all these symptoms have come up in me, and I've had all these tests, like 3 years of just tests, test after test, and I passed them except for one. And that's another thing of pushes the acceptance at midlife.
Yeah, it's like when your health, like you can deny it all. Yeah. Well, you can deny it all you want, but it will show itself in ways that are undeniable eventually. You can still think, like I still think 1994 was like 10 years ago. You know what I mean?
5 years ago.
Yeah. So it's like you're living these two worlds where reality doesn't sink in sometimes. I don't know. I don't know what it is. Is it because we're so busy that we don't pay attention to our bodies?
Well, it's just change. We push back on, as humans, we push back on change.
You're
we
right,
don't accept it so willingly, and that could happen with anything. Changing a job, changing our bodies. It's hard, and we forget. If you don't look in the mirror, you forget that you're aging until, I don't know, you pop a hip or something.
Yeah.
Bursitis. Oh, God. Because I got it on the ball of my foot. I was doing burlesque dancing.
Ah.
And you have to not wear shoes.
Ah.
And I remember this pot, something happened in the ball of my foot. Like, oh, that really hurts. So I step on a pin.
Mm.
No, I got bursitis and it was the most painful thing. And even occasionally I'd have to put my inserts in my shoes to support my arches.
Yeah.
My arches collapsed as well.
What does that mean, arch collapse?
So, you know, with your foot, you
Yeah.
got an arch, it goes flat.
Why does it get flat?
Age.
Really?
Age makes the arch collapse.
Ah. Well, you know, I've noticed because, my mum's got arthritis in her fingers, so she's got like a few that I'll do like the
Mum's
claw
got
hand
that.
to her. And then I've noticed that, if I use my phone too much or whatever, or do too much like with my fingers, that
Yeah.
I'll start to get that pain and think, oh, is this the
This
arthritis?
onset of take your fish oil.
Yes. And another thing I need to do, because my sister-in-law, she's in her 50s, she got diagnosed with osteoporosis. And I remember growing up, remember all the ads for women and calcium?
And the women with the lights attached to their bodies that are dancing in the dark.
Oh,
the
yes.
lights.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ostalin.
Yeah, Austin D.
Yes.
Yeah, so that was a thing. Yes, you're going to get, how osteoporosis is quite common in women. But now, like for my sister-in-law, it's reality. And that's like, 5-10 years. And like, we've got to start preventing that now.
Let's start from your 20s.
Oh, God. It's too late already.
That's like, this thing popped into my head. Michelle Pfeiffer.
Mm.
She was in her 30s and she never did any skincare stuff to look after her skin. And she said she used to drink Coke all the time, this and that. And it was only in her 30s she started doing skincare and decided so maybe in your 30s you've got to start. If you're 30, get crack-a-lackin' before your hips get crack-a-lackin'. But even when you're walking upstairs, you're meant to bang your feet hard walking upstairs because it's meant to reset the bone.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So now if I go upstairs, if I'm angry, it helps.
Yeah.
Up the stairs.
Like a Jurassic Park with the water and the thing.
That's because my husband works upstairs and he knows when I'm coming. Because something happened to me in the shower.
Oh, no.
I found white hair
Down there.
Oh,
Sex in the City.
I saw it. Like it came out and I was like, oh. I said to my husband, I go, it could be a fluke. You know when you get those fluky one hairs? He looked at me and goes,
Nah. I concur. This is the end.
oh.
I don't even look down there anymore.
Well, it came out. I looked at it in my hand and I go,
What is us?
oh, yeah.
Good thing about all this.
What, Mez? Is there
that
good in this?
There is that we can laugh about it. Laugh and cry.
Mez, that went down like a lead balloon.
I try my best. Do you remember?
Toys we grew up with.
Oh!
So these are toys from the 80s and the 90s, I'm guessing, Mez.
Yes, yeah, yep.
That's where I went.
Yes, likewise.
And we've actually had Paper Plane's retail write-in.
Okay.
And she wanted to get in there and say, I got my first toy I bought myself, a Miss Piggy from a Happy Meal. Happy Meal toys.
Mm-hmm.
I saved up the $5 for the Happy Meal and it was for someone's birthday. I even have the Kermit as well, but not the skateboard.
Because there are these ones that like the little cars and what have you. Yeah.
Happy Meal toys were such a thing.
Yeah, they were great.
I remember having Monster. I'm sure I had Monster.
But I feel like, did the Happy Meal sort of toys, was that like sort of new at the time?
Well, something came up in my memory, Miz, the annals of time, when we were about 5 or younger and Happy Meals from McDonald's came in like a spaceship or a UFO kind of container.
I don't remember.
Yeah, like it was the annals of time. Like it was going, and my core memory, I remember Dad bringing me one home, like a Happy Meal in this container.
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah. Talking about this, and thank you to Paper Planes Retail. Thank you, Corinne, for writing in. Do you remember Pizza Hut and the book it? We had to read books to get a sticker.
Yeah.
And you get a free pizza or something.
Because I would go and over summer holidays. It was it's like a purple badge, and you got these stickers, and then if you got like 5 stickers or whatever, you get a free small pizza. So I used to, over the summer holidays, I think I'd cash in. I'd say, Dad, come on, let's go get my free pizza.
And your dad's like, yeah, we're getting a free pizza.
Yeah. No, I would have that for myself. You'd have to get some for my brothers.
Yeah, but that just popped into my memory as well, like reading books and going to Pizza Hut.
Yes. Yum, yum.
Yum, yum, bubble gum.
Well, the first one that came to my head was the classic Cabbage Patch Kids.
Oh, Miz.
I loved my Cabbage Patch doll, and I've got to bring her. Her name was Dina Adamina.
Mine was Michelle Candice. She's got a green face because I kissed her so much. And now my daughter plays with her.
Well, I've got my Cabbage Patch doll at my mum's place, so it's sort of in safekeeping. I've got to bring her here. And when we set up our studio, I would like to she'll have our
Cabbage Patch dolls could play together.
Mine had red hair, and I think I got it for Christmas as well. And I took her overseas to Croatia. Like, I took her everywhere. But I made the mistake of cutting her hair thinking it's going to grow back.
Oh, man.
And my mum saw it. She was like, she would have been devastated.
Yeah, $60.
Yeah. But luckily it was long enough. I didn't cut it like short. It was long enough that I can still tie it in pigtails. But I was devastated when I learned it wouldn't grow back. I was like, I thought it'd grow back.
That's like, how many Barbie doll hairs?
Yeah.
And I've given mine a fringe. And it poked up.
And it pokes up. Yeah.
Oh, my gosh. But, with modern Cabbage Patch dolls, so my parents bought my daughter a Cabbage Patch doll this year. And on the adoption certificate, no name. There was a doll with no name. My daughter had to name it. I was so disappointed because I wanted the name.
Yeah.
That's a disappointment.
Yes, I could see that. And I actually remember because, they had the signature on the butt.
Yeah.
I loved my Dina and Amina, and I took her to my cousin's house, and I was left the room, and when I came back, when my older cousins had the pants pulled down and they're showing off, they go, oh, look, they got a signature on the butt. I was like, it's like it's my child, and I grabbed her and I started crying like, how dare you?
He's your child.
Yeah.
You protected her. Speaking of my child, I have a My Child doll with a little button nose.
I forgot about my child.
Yeah, so I named her Danielle after Danielle from Young Teletime, Danny. And my daughter plays her. But when I was like 10, I braided all her hair in these teeny tiny braids. So she looks like she's gone to Bali. So she's lost that innocence. But yeah, My Child dolls. Loved her.
They remind me of those glowworms.
I had a glowworm.
Oh, did you?
I did.
Lucky duck.
So I had the little glowworms and I had the big glowworm
one, the plush
you sleep
one.
in.
Yeah.
Sleep with.
Oh,
but I remember I had a little one. And like you had to put him in the sunlight so he'd glow in the dark.
Yeah.
Remember the smell, that 80s plastic smell that never leaves you.
Because my brothers had this skull. It was like a skull, and it would glow in the dark. And then we had a sleepover, and we had to put it on the light to make it glow in the dark.
This.
So put it on the globe, and it started melting because we actually put it on the globe.
I remember you telling
me. But there was this distinct smell of those glowing things.
Smell, yeah. And I was going to say, my mum, when we were growing up, said she would play with pogo sticks, and we begged Mum to buy us a pogo stick. And she did. She bought us a pogo stick. And then from that came the pogo ball, and it looks like Saturn.
I was thinking, I couldn't remember what that was called. Yeah, I had one as well.
Did you have a pogo ball?
It was great.
I couldn't get the balance.
Oh, I could get the balance. I'd be going around my rumpus room bouncing.
Oh, see, I had more talent on a pogo stick than a pogo ball.
So I wouldn't have a chance on a pogo stick. Yeah, I feel like a pogo stick, you were just asking for trouble. So you did well.
I did very well. Yeah. But oh my God, the 80s had the best toys.
Well, I'm going to bring something for you. I bought some props. I bought a little prop.
Stop it.
Do you remember?
Oh my God, I'm so excited.
Not necessarily this book. These things.
Is that Dot and the Kangaroo?
You always Dot and the Kangaroo.
God, I love Dot and the Kangaroo.
Those books that had a cassette. And on the cassette would say, you know when it's time to turn the page when you hear the chimes ring like this. Ding! Yeah. So you put the cassette in, read along, and then you'd have to turn the tape over. So I'm holding Dot and the bunny here. Yeah. And they all had this like rainbow. So it must have been the same sort of company. Yeah. Perhaps my love of reading started. And I started with this. I think I had a Rainbow Bright one. There are so many books like that. And along with the cassette, can I give you another toy? Teddy Ruxpin.
I wanted Teddy Ruxpin.
I think everyone wanted Teddy Ruxpin, but I reckon they were very expensive.
I think so.
Must have been.
My neighbours across the road in my house I lived in, they always had the newest toy, they had Teddy Ruxpin, and I remember going over there and playing with it. They even had the Care Bears toys. So it was like these little figurines of Care Bears, and they had like these little cloud cars. And on the cloud car, it had like a rainbow on top of it, like an arch.
So cool.
Yeah, and I used to go over and play, and my brother used to play with their Thomas the Tank Engine toys. Yeah.
So the Teddy Ruxpin, was it just like it had a tape and its mouth moved?
And its mouth moved with it. Basically what the kids can have, like my kids have one I bought from Woolworths about a Easter Bunny toy.
Okay.
You know, but back then it was like breaking.
Yes.
What's the word? Breaking news.
I was thinking breaking news. It was the toy du jour.
Correct.
Yeah.
Du jour. I remember. Do you remember the Garbage Pail Kids from the 80s? And it was an American cartoon, and you could get the cards that you could swap, but they were gross. Like they were just such dirty little cartoons. So there was like Windy Winton, and there was like a kid that farted, and Booze and Bruce, Armpit Brick, Jay Decay, Upchuck Baby. They were so gross. I remember them advertised on the TV, and I could never take to them, but you can get the cards and swap with them. I hated them. And even looking back at like when I was researching, it's like, yuck.
Yeah, it doesn't sound
not gross.
Doesn't sound appealing.
Yeah.
To me. Now, I had 2 older brothers, so I have played a lot of boy games as well. One thing that I loved, so simple, was those green army men, right?
Oh, yeah.
So we'd have a collection of them, which also had like little army trucks and stuff. And what we'd do is in my rumpus room lounge room, so there's 3 of us, so we'd each take a triangle corner, and we'd set up our soldiers. And some of them would be hiding behind the trucks or barrels and stuff, and then we'd have marbles, and we'd have to roll the marbles and knock each other's things off. So there you go, marbles and the green army men.
That is so clever.
Yes.
With my brother's toys, he had a He-Man, all the G.I. Joes and stuff.
Joe, yeah.
I used to make them hook up with my She-Ra toys. I was very romantic. Like my Barbies would sleep in the bed together, like the husband and the wife, or the boyfriend and girlfriend. Yeah, I was very romantic.
Yeah.
And one thing I used to do with my Barbies, I used to chew their hands and chew their feet. And I remember my Ken doll used to chew his head, and I was a very oral child. This is chew, and so I think my son is similar to me, and he'd chew, and my husband would go nuts. He'd go, the microplastics. I go, it's all right, let it chew, all right.
I used to chew on a head. Were you a pen lid chewer then, or a pen chewer?
Huge. So I don't know if it's related to I don't know, a stim thing or something. Yeah, but I love chewing plastic.
And you got to, next time I buy my dog a chew toy, I'll buy one. It's sort of sausages on a rope.
Now, there's something else that I remembered, Miz. I wanted the game Operation. Couldn't go. I bought Operation in my 30s. But there was another game called Mr. Poppin', Poppin' Mr. Pop. And it was a face that kind of went back at a 45-degree angle, and you have to put his facial features on, and he'd then, like one face, I don't know, a timer went off, and his face would pop, and all the features popped everywhere. And I remember the commercial of that.
Oh, I remember.
Yeah.
Poppin'.
Poppin' Mr. Pop.
Poppin' Mr. Pop.
Yeah.
Oh, very cool.
Did you have Walkie Talkies growing up?
Yeah, but I never used them. I couldn't use them properly. I don't know.
Oh my God, this brought back a memory. Mum taught us how to make tin can phones. So you get 2 tin cans and a string. My brother and I used to play tin can phones. Yeah. And then she bought us Walkie Talkies. And one thing I used to do, oh God.
Breaker.
Breaker, trying to talk to the truckies and telling them to meet me at Bundy's Hotel.
What?
I was 8.
What are you going to talk to your brother? You're trying to actually talk to a truck driver.
Oh my God. Meet me at Bundy's Hotel. I was 8. I don't know how I would get to Bundy's Hotel. And I would just sneak in my room and try to talk to truckies.
Oh my God.
What a weird child I was. I was very romantic.
What did you think would happen?
I wanted to hook up with a truckie.
Like actual...
I didn't know what would happen. Like it was like me putting my Barbies to bed together. Like you put them to bed. I don't know what would happen.
So you thought more in a romantic way.
I wanted a romantic truckie who'd sweep me off my feet on from a walkie-talkie.
I love the way kids' minds work. It's so innocent.
So weird.
Yeah.
So weird. I look back and go, you idiot child. But, it's stuff you do behind your parents' back.
Well, I never talk to truckies on my
This is the
walkie-talkie.
thing, like thinking back now, like that's like when my kids are older, them going online and talking online.
Yeah, yeah.
They're doing the walkie-talkie. Look, like Truckee would talk back to me, miss. None would talk back to me. But I was like putting the bait out.
Yeah.
Oh, that scares me. Put the bait out in the walkie-talkie.
The only other one I had was roller skates and rollerblades. I had a pair of blue roller skates in the 80s, and for the 90s, Santa Claus bought this to share with my brothers, so they were huge on me, a pair of rollerblades when they came in. But I'm one of those people who can't rollerblade properly because, you got to let go.
Yeah.
I shuffle.
Of course, I've got a beef about roller skating.
Yeah.
So when I was younger, I got asked to sleep over someone's house. And they took me roller skating.
Yeah.
I've never roller skated in my life. I never even owned a pair of roller skates. And they took me to this rink with this girl. I was like, the hell am I meant to do here? And this poor girl, she's roller skating and I'm on the edge, like holding on for dear life. Going, what the hell is this? I need ground here. Like, that was so hot. And then they did, like, the roller skating rinks and they do, like, games. And they go, all right, now you got to get a partner. And one of you's got to bob down, the other's got to push. And she's trying to do it with me. I disappointed her so much. If you're going to go and do a play date at a roller skating rink or whatever, can you make sure the kid can roller skate first?
Or be on the same level. If none of you have roller skated, at least you're all in it together.
I still live with this shame that I let down this girl. She was disappointed.
Oh, she shouldn't have been. She should have asked your roller skating capabilities.
I remember I went to the roller skating rink in Eltham and I did this trick. I didn't mean to, but I spun like 4 times in a row. And I stopped and the guy who was patrolling, he goes, hey, careful. Like I was doing a trick on purpose. I think I looked at him in such shock. He goes, are you all right? I don't know how I did it, but I looked magical.
For the brief moment in time.
You will know it is time to turn the page when you hear the chimes ring like this.
Well, that is it for this week's episode.
Had so much fun, as always, Mez. And I hope everyone, if you're cleaning your house right now, I hope you're doing well.
Yes. Kudos to you.
Yeah.
If you are a truck driver out there and you hear Fonz, just ignore her.
Breaker, 1, 2, 3.
In our show notes, we've got links to all of our socials. Check it out. We've got SpeakPipe there if you want to leave a voice message.
Show your support by liking and subscribing and following us and just letting us know that you're there.
Yes.
But until next week,
bye.